What is up, guys? Hey Productions here, back with another video. Today we're gonna be doing a tier list again, but this time we're gonna be ranking like quarterback situations. So I would say quarterback situations be like their supporting cast, wide receivers, tight ends, running backs, O line, what could you say? Management, coaching, just all of those factors, and ranking them obviously from horrible all the way up to great situations. I would say, and I would say there's about like 9 or 10 quarterbacks with the best situations. But yeah, so you're gonna have to watch to see, the quarterbacks that are in it. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this video. If you do, make sure to like the subscribe button. And yeah, let's get started. First quarterback we're going to be rating is Tua Tagovailoa, and I think he's in a decent. I think he's just in a good situation right now. But the only reason he's not in great, he should be in great. They just didn't give him enough, offensive line protection. They need an interior offensive lineman. You can't be having Tua get hit by guys like Ed Oliver, Daquan Jones, thinking the guys in the Bills, even Christian Barrymore and the Patriots. They're going to Quentin Williams, like they're gonna have to play those guys twice a year. I just feel like they should do a better job protecting Tua. But overall, he's in a good situation. He's got the two fastest wide receivers in the league, Waddle and Hill. He'll be all right. You know what I mean? Now I got Trevor Lawrence, and he's also in a good situation. I just think he underperformed a little bit last season. He's got a decent line. He's got a good head coach. His defense is decent too. He's got decent weapons. At least last year, he had some pretty decent weapons. Overall, he should just be doing a lot better than he did last year. Obviously, he got hurt, but overall, he should be doing much better. He's in a good situation. Now I got Trey Lance, and in my opinion, he's in like one of the worst situations as a quarterback, backup or starter. Like a lot of fans are calling for Dak to be traded, but as soon as Dak gets traded, they're going to try to draft another quarterback. So Trey Lance is just stuck right now. No one's going to give him a chance, obviously, because he underperformed a lot. Well, he didn't even underperform, honestly. He wasn't even that bad. He just got hurt, and Brock Purdy was good, so he traded him. And so I feel like he's in a horrible position because if they do end up getting rid of Dak, which I think is a real possibility, I'm talking about the Cowboys here, then he's just in a tough spot because no one's going to want to start him. So yeah, he's in a horrible position. I got Derek Carr, and he's in an okay. Their O line could have been better last year. He got hurt a lot, but he's got Chris Olave. He's got Rashid Shaheed. They got weapons on that team, and he underperformed a lot last year. I was honestly pretty disappointed, in Derek Carr last year. But if the season started today, I would say he's in an okay position. So yeah, honestly, whatever. He just needs to perform better. Same thing with Trevor Lawrence. I got Sam Darnold, and in my opinion, he's in a bad situation right now. Um, you're either gonna start or you're gonna be, back up against, you're gonna be a backup to JJ McCarthy. I just think he's not in a good situation right now. I think he could just be in a better situation. Now, if he does bad, teams are gonna be calling, if the fans are gonna be calling for him to be benched. But if McCarthy does good, they're just gonna say, oh, it's a rookie. So there's no room for mistakes with Darnold. I don't think he's a bad quarterback. I don't think he's horrible, but I just think he's not in a good situation right now. I got Kyler Murray. He's in an okay situation. I think Kyler Murray is the most underrated quarterback. People like to hate on him because he likes to play video games a lot. But honestly, people need to stop talking, about that. It's not a huge deal. And I understand there's attitude problems, but I think he's really underrated. And, they got him Marvin Harrison Jr. I think they're going to be a lot better next year. I think they got an amazing coach. I think their defense has gotten better in the offseason as well. He's in an okay spot. I think they'll be decent next year. Do I expect playoffs? No. But do I expect them to go like maybe 7-10, maybe 8-9? Yeah, probably. Now we got Zach Wilson. He's in a horrible spot. I mean, they traded him away to the Broncos just for them to take Bo Nix, who's an overhyped quarterback. So either way, you're in a horrible position. It's not great. Either he's gonna start and fans are gonna hate him, or he's gonna back up and it's gonna be whatever. He's just not in a good spot. He's pretty much just gonna be not even like a bridge. He's just gonna try to mentor Bo Nix, and he's super young too. He's like a young quarterback, and he's gonna have to, be the guy next to Bo Nix. I just think that's in a bad spot. Now we got Josh Allen, and his team put him in a bad spot. I understand. We got Keon Coleman, but we got Sam, we got Shakir. I just feel like what they did, he's not in a great spot. I'm gonna put him in okay, all right, because they got a good coach. They got whatever OC that Josh wants. They got the guy that Josh wants. But still, they got rid of Davis and Diggs, even though I both think they're overrated out of this world. Um, again, I just don't think they put him in a good spot this year, especially after last year. They didn't put him, but they got him Coleman. Shakir's good. Samuel's good. Maybe some people are saying maybe we'll go get OBJ, Tyler Boyd. Either way, they're in an okay position. I'll get CJ Stroud, and he's in one of the best positions in the NFL. He's got a young head coach. His defense is awesome. His offensive weapons are awesome. And, they just kept adding on. And overall, he's in one of the best, positions in the NFL, I would say. We got Dak, and he's in a horrible position right now. Like, he is possibly, the most hated man on the planet. Even Cowboys fans hate him, and I just don't understand. The hate is so unnecessary with this guy. If he throws 2 interceptions in a game, and he throws 5 touchdowns, and they lose by like let's say 3 points, all the blame's gonna be on him. It's almost like a Josh Allen situation, but Josh Allen's just better. So but Dak's so overhated, and he's just in a horrible spot. His fans hate him. I think he's not going to play for the Cowboys next year. Like, he'll play in the 2024-2025 season, but after that, he's gone, in my opinion. I think he needs to leave that organization because a lot of fans are, he's just a lot of bad energy right now for the Cowboy fans and just the Cowboy organization altogether. I got Baker Mayfield, and he's in a good spot right now. They re-signed Mike Evans. They got Chris Godwin. Did really well last year, and I think he can only get better, from now. So yeah, I just think he's in a good spot. Nothing more to be said. Now I got Caleb Williams, and they might have given him the best weapons I've ever seen for a rookie. I'm not trying to be mean here. Josh Allen got like Duke Williams. I don't even think we had John Brown then. I think like Andre Roberts. I think Zay Jones was still on the team. I'm not even sure it's been that long, but this guy gets DJ Moore, Rome Odunze, Keenan Allen, Cole Kmet, DeAndre Swift, uh, Gerald Everett, a decent O line. Like this, it's absolutely ridiculous. How much this guy's gotten. In my opinion, if he doesn't make the playoffs, he stinks. Like that is the greatest wide receiver room I've ever seen. Honestly, you got DJ Moore, Rome Odunze, Keenan Allen. If he doesn't do good, he's horrible, in my opinion. They got Justin Herbert, and he's in a bad spot right now. They got him Joe Alt. It's cool, but they got Ladd McConkey as a weapon instead of Adonai Mitchell or someone else. And I know a lot of people are gonna say, "Oh, well, Ladd McConkey's good." No, he's not. A lot of injury problems with that guy, and overall, he's just not amazing. So many injuries for Ladd McConkey. That's why I didn't want the Bills to take him. So yeah, Herbert, bad spot. Now we got Aaron Rodgers. And he's in an okay position. Again, people are going to hype up the Jets. They're going to be preseason champions again. But, they got Garrett Wilson, Mike Williams, and Alan Lazard. But that's not amazing weapons. They got Brees Hall, who's decent, but there's definitely a fall off last year. Compared to obviously his rookie season, he wasn't as good. So yeah, he's in whatever. He's all right. I got, Mac Jones. He's horrible. Horrible quarterback, horrible position. Let's put him right there. I get Jalen Hurts, and in my opinion, he's got amazing pieces around. Um, Really, he should, be the number 1 seed in the NFC. He's got amazing O line. Obviously, Jason Kelsey retired, so it's gonna be more tough. But he's got a line, amazing weapons, great tight end. So overall, he should be doing really well. Now we got Kirk Cousins, and he's in a good spot right now. Even though he's coming off an Achilles injuries, that Falcons gave him so many weapons, so he should be doing well next year. I got Omar, and he's in an okay position. He's in an okay, spot right now, I would say, as a quarterback. They got Zay Flowers, they got Rashad Bateman, but they're all right. It's not anything crazy. Lamar's never had, amazing weapons. He's got Mark Andrews, but they've never had, Stephon Diggs, I should say. Even though I think Zay Flowers is really good, he's never had that. You know what I mean? So he's never had that level of guy before. So overall, they did all right, but nothing too crazy. Now we got Anthony Richardson, and honestly, he is in a good spot right now. They got Michael Pittman, they got Alec Pierce, they got Josh Downs, they got Donnie Mitchell. They got Joe Flacco, a mentor to mentor him. Obviously, what we've seen last season with Joe Flacco, so it should help him out a lot. And overall, I think he's just in a good spot right now after obviously being injured. But Joe and obviously the team there need to tell him to calm down a bit on the running because he got injured a lot before his season-ending injury. So yeah. He's in it all right. Now I get Kenny Pickett. He sucked. It's right next to Mac Jones. They're like literally the same person. Now I got Michael Penix, and he's in a bad spot. He's like the most hated man on the planet. Um, I'll be mad if I was Michael Penix. Honestly, I wouldn't want to be drafted by the Falcons. You're like you're almost 24. You're gonna have to wait like at least 2 years behind Kirk unless he gets injured. And then Michael Penix is awesome, but it's just a bad spot. Like why would you want to get drafted by a team, as old as he is, he's going to be like, what, 24, 25? And if I don't even know. Why are you going to be drafted by the team? You're going to have to wait at least 2 years behind when you're that old, when you have all those injuries. I just think it was a stupid pick by the Falcons. He's in a bad spot. I get Drake May, and he's honestly in an okay spot, I would say. I wish, maybe Bill Belichick would have stuck around, maybe develop a rookie quarterback again, try to develop it. Because in his first year with Mac Jones, people forgetting, Mac Jones made the playoffs in his first year. Like, the dude wasn't horrible. And then it just, got off the rails. So, yeah, I think Drake May's in an okay spot for now. I got Joe Flacco. whatever. He's in an okay spot. Honestly, he's fine. He's old. He shouldn't start. Honestly, he was a good backup, but we saw how it ended. He's not built to be a starting quarterback. But overall, he's a backup. He's getting paid. You can mentor Anthony Richardson. It's whatever. It's okay. Now we get Drew Lock, and I would say he's actually in a good position because I could see him starting next year when the season's. I'm not even joking. Like Drew Lock's legit. People need to stop disrespecting him. Like he is a decent quarterback. We saw what he could do against the Eagles last year. They got Malik Neighbors. I could see Drew Lock starting and doing pretty well with the Giants. Like, I just think Daniel Jones is so overrated. I don't see Tommy DeVito doing good. I hate Tommy DeVito. As a Syracuse fan, having to watch him play, he was absolute horrible. He was just horrible for us. So yeah, I think Drew Lock could actually do pretty well next year. I got Bryce Young, and overall, let me just zoom up there. I don't know what happened. Overall, he's in an okay spot. They got Leggett, and they traded away Brian Burns, which it doesn't I just doesn't help, but they got him a lot of O line help. So overall, I could see him doing a lot better next year. Now we got the Sean Watson. He's in a horrible spot. I mean, no one even likes him. I don't really whatever. He's just not that good. Everything that's happened with him. And yeah, so he's just in a horrible position right now because no one even wants him on the team anymore. Like they did better with Joe Flacco, I would say, than they did with Deshaun. So overall, he's just in a horrible spot. He's already considered, the worst trade in NFL history, and really he hasn't played that well, as a starter, I would say. And he got hurt last year. So really, I just don't believe that. He's in a good spot. He's honestly, with Dak him and Dak are honestly along the same lines right now. Is like they're being hated by their own fans because it's not good, and obviously especially Deshaun because what they give up for him is just has not what they've gotten back. I would say we got Will Levis, and he's actually in a good spot. I would say. They got Calvin Ridley, they got DeAndre Hopkins, they drafted O line first round. I think the guy can be really good. They got him the weapons, so he can be good. So I guess it's just him and his performance now. It's all up to him pretty much. It all relies on him. I thought he played well when he started last year. But now we got Daniel Jones, and I honestly just don't like Daniel Jones. I think he's so overrated. I think they should never given him that contract because realistically, that was a lucky year. Um, he won a playoff game, whatever. But you know, I just don't believe that they should have just given him that much money off the rip. Like he never was talented. Like the dude's just like a super duper duper less athletic Josh Allen. That's really what he is. He's like a JJ McCarthy pretty much. He's just not good. Now we got Brock Purdy, and he's possibly in the best situation that a quarterback can be in right now. They just drafted another weapon for him first round, so which in my opinion, as I said on Tuesday, was the worst draft pick. Honestly, more worse than the Mike Penix pick. Honestly, taking Ricky Pearsall, horrible. But yeah, he's in a great spot right now. He shouldn't do bad unless they trade away like Debo, or Ayuk, which I could see happening. More likely Debo. He's still be in a fine spot. He's still got Jawan. He's still got Trent Williams. He's still got George Kittle. He'll be all right. I got Jameis Winston, and he just got signed to the Browns. I'm pretty sure. And he's in an okay spot. He's a decent backup. He's not gonna be the guy to bring you into the playoffs, but he's a decent quarterback. You know what I mean? He's a serviceable backup. He's like Jacoby Brissett, I would say. Jacoby Brissett, like he's a great backup, but not a good starter. That's literally what Jameis Winston is. I got Patrick Mahomes, and he's in a great situation. He's got the best tight end of all time. He's got the best coach of all time. He's got great GM management, whatever. And they just drafted him a weapon in the first round. He's in a good spot. All right. Now we got Jaden Daniels, and I would say he's also in a good spot. Out of all the rookie quarterbacks, he's probably in the best, maybe besides McCarthy. But he's got weapons on the Commanders. Let's be real, he's got weapons. New coach, obviously, might be a little bit tough, but overall, he's in a decent spot. Now we got Stafford, and he's actually, in a great spot, I would say too. They got Puka Nakua, they got Cooper Cup. Um, I think, yeah, they're just in a good spot. I think they're gonna contend for the NFC this year, like legitimately, like they will contend for the division for the conference, and I think they're gonna be that good. But I think we're entering the last 2 years of the Matthew Stafford reign, you could say, just his career. Like he's almost done. He's not necessarily old, but he's getting there, and it's gonna be about to be time for him to retire. Now we got Russ. He's in an okay position. They got Roman Wilson, George Pickens, whatever. I just don't think it's that good. Seeing how they got Justin Fields right behind him. So he's gonna have to try to be like a mentor to him at the same time. But again, at the same time, you do bad, which we obviously seen him do bad, in his career, especially in 2022, you're gonna get benched like immediately, and they're gonna start changing Fields. It's just the way Pittsburgh rolls. Like you guys will be 10-7, whatever. You make the playoffs and get destroyed by someone like the Chiefs or the Bills or the Bengals, but you're not gonna be great. I guarantee you, they're gonna switch quarterbacks once a season. Russ is not gonna be the consistent starter this season. I guarantee you that. Like he's not gonna start for all 17 games this year or whatever into the playoffs 18. He's just not. I just think someone's gonna get benched. Just the way the Steelers roll. That's what they did last year. That's what they did the year before. Just that's just gonna happen. Now we got Gardner Minshew, and he's in an okay position right now. Like nothing special, I would say, but he's maybe gonna start. It's either him or Aiden O'Connell. It's all right. Honestly, I'm gonna move it down the bad because that's not really that good. I got Jared Goff, and he's in like one of the best positions I would say in the NFL. They re-signed Amon-Ra, um, and even no matter what, like I think they pretty much regained like all weapons from last year. Maybe they lost a few guys. Either way, he is, in my opinion, top 10 quarterback in the NFL right now. Great coach, great management. I feel like he's just in a good spot right now. I feel like he can rebound. I think the Lions should be NFC favorites for next year. Now we got Sam Howell, and he's on the Seahawks. He's in a horrible spot. I think he's the most overrated quarterback in the NFL right now. Him and Herbert, honestly, are right there. People tried to like, I won't say sympathize for Howell, but like he led the league in turnovers, but people constantly saying, "Oh, he just needs more help. Oh, he needs this." The dude just sucks. All right, I saw him play against Buffalo. All right, this dude absolutely stinks. 9 sacks. Most of them were his fault, by the way. He threw a pick six to a lineman. It's just he's not good, and he got traded to the Seahawks. Whatever. He's not gonna start over Geno Smith. He's not gonna start ever. This dude shouldn't even be in the league right now, in my opinion. He's horrible. Now we got Justin Fields. He's in a bad spot. The team just gave Caleb Williams way more weapons than he did ever in his career. I'm trying to point that out right now. Justin Fields had DJ Moore for like what, one season, and they got rid of him. Caleb Williams has Keenan Allen, Rome Odunze, and DJ Moore already, and Gerald Everett, and Cole Kmet, and DeAndre Swift. It's absolutely ridiculous. He's in a horrible spot. Let's be real. He's on the Steelers, whatever. It's cool. He's gonna sit behind Russ for, a year, I guess, unless they re-sign him after next year if he does well. Overall, I just think he's in a bad spot. I got Aiden O'Connell. He's in a bad spot too. He's not even that good. All right, let's be real. If he wins the competition, he's gonna get benched if, in like 2 weeks after he, throws 7 interceptions in the game. He's just really not that good. Now we got Jordan Love, and he's in a great position. Or well, I would say actually he's in a good position. One thing about Jordan Love though, people need to calm down. People overrate him, and I'm not trying to be a hater. He's overrated. Um, I'm not like no one really thought he was that good. Like no one really thought he was top five, top seven until he beat the Cowboys and his performance against the 49ers. Then everyone's saying he's like better than Jalen Hurts. People need to calm it down. I think it's the same thing for CJ Stroud. Whatever. People like are way too reactionary in the NFL. They see a player do good, they're like, oh, this guy's awesome. He's good. He's good, but people need to calm down. He's not on the same level as Allen, Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, Brock Purdy. Not even the same level as CJ Stroud. So yeah, really just calm down a bit on Jordan Love, but he's in a good spot. I got Geno. He's in a good spot too. I mean, he's got one of the best wide receiving cores in the NFL. Obviously Pete Carroll left, but still they got another good coach. The defensive coordinator from the Ravens. So really, you should be doing good. Now we got Joe Burrow. They got rid of Tyler Boyd. T Higgins is not going to get re-signed. They're not going to trade him, but he's not going to get re-signed. So he's in an okay spot. Also another overrated player, by the way. I'm not trying to go into that, but the dude, had an elite wide receiving core. He didn't make but like people blame it way too much on the O line. Let's calm it down a bit. Um, he does get injured a lot, so I'm glad they picked O line. I guess I'm just saying he's not as good as Josh Allen. But do I think he can do well this year? I mean, he should do better than Josh Allen. He's got much better weapons. Now you got Bo Nix, and he's in a bad spot. I mean, not in a good spot right now. They got rid of Jerry Judy, so who do they have now? Cortland Sutton as their number one. Cortland Sutton's good, but he's not number one. He's not a number one guy. So I just think he's in a bad spot. Could he do well under Sean Payne? Probably, but it's not. He's not in an amazing spot right now. As the season starts tomorrow, not in a great spot. Now we got JJ McCarthy. And again, he's in an alright spot. Like they didn't have to trade up that much for him, so if he sucks, it's whatever. It'll be like a Mac Jones situation. They got Dallas Turner, so they also got another, first round pick. So it's whatever. If he sucks, he sucks. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. So yeah. Now we got Desmond Ritter, and he's like the worst quarterback in the NFL probably ever. So yeah, he's going straight and horrible. There's not really a situation that he's in right now since he's gonna be sitting behind Kyler Murray. So yeah, he sucks. Thank you guys for watching to the end of the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to hit the like, subscribe button. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow for another Ham Productions video.